Okay, you guys, the craziest thing in my mind just happened to me. And this is how I know that we are screwed as a society and maybe screwed as women as well. But I was at this event today and this really attractive guy came up to me, introduced himself, asked me a few questions, told me about himself. Very impressive, by the way, like super cool resume, tall, like attractive, kind, like so kind. And then he just asked me if I'd like to go out on a date and go to dinner with him. Just straight asked me. Like that was it. And I was kind of taken back in the heat of the moment, but it's like, yeah, absolutely. And my friends were right there watching. And so we exchanged numbers and he texts me, and before everyone says like, oh, you're going to get kidnapped. Like I've been in so many situations where I actually should have been kidnapped. Like I gave my number and I'm walking back to my hotel room and I'm thinking, I can't believe he just like came up to me and asked me to go out on a dinner date with him. Like that's so crazy. And then I'm thinking to myself, he's weird. He has to be weird. Like he has to be some weirdo. Like who just does that? He's clearly weird. I'm like, wait, no, Michelle, that's like what people used to do. Like that's normal dating. That's how like our parents met. This whole social media BS, dating apps, like playing games, like that's not normal. And the fact that I thought it was weird that he was such a gentleman and so straightforward and just came up to me and approached me makes me think that society is screwed.
All y'all do is sit on this internet and judge people. At the end of the day, I did what I had to do as a mother. My kids should not go without living life because I can't afford to do something. Like earlier that week, my baby daddy had gave me like $300, but I had to get my hair and stuff done. It's only messed up now because I slept on it. I had to get my hair, lashes, nails and stuff done. So that's what I had to use the money from him for. My kids made good grades and everything in school, and they wanted to go to the fair, and they deserved it. So I seen an opportunity with old dude. Like, okay, he been in my inbox and stuff. He been begging me to go out, to take me out and stuff like that. So I gave him my number, conversed with him a little bit, and I invited him out to the fair because I knew he was the type of person that was going to pay for it. So all I did was did what I had to do as a mama to make sure my kids can enjoy themselves. So I don't care how y'all look at me and how y'all judge me. I am a damn good mother. It's a lot of moms that wouldn't even do what I do to make my kids happy. I am a good mom. You know, like I don't want to. I'm not attracted to him. I did what I had to.
And personally, I just feel like I should make $20,000 an hour just for being. This is hard. I can't be doing this for free. This is crazy. Like my coworkers don't deserve to see this for free. Like what?
I don't know if this is just me, but like I rarely ever see attractive men out anywhere. Not that I even go out that much at night, but when I do, I never see any. Or even just like day to day, like out and about, like I never see anyone attractive. And I'm in New York City, but I see pretty girls everywhere. Beautiful girls everywhere, every day. I'll see pretty girls. Like, is it just me? I don't understand.
Wants to come back in your life after she left you, it's over. That means she stopped existing for you. Never take her back. The streets can have her now.
Is that valid?
I don't think that's valid, but like this is just too hits home so bad because I had like a guy once tell me like, you know, like stop doing this, and then I tried to come back and he's like, no, like you're done.
It's an evil world we live in.
Nah, you're toxic as hell. Let's keep it a bean. You toxic.
So I guess that's valid in a guy's point of view, but like to me, like I'm done with the streets. Like if I want to come back to you, like you was the one.
She belongs to the streets.
Wait, so you was with a guy, you went to the streets, and then you wanted to come back?
I was with the guy. He told me to stop being in the streets, and then I tried to go back.
Bruh.
And he was like, no, I already told you stop being in the streets.
Honestly, for these modern women, the answer could be staring them dead in their face, and they're still going to sit there and gaslight you and tell you they don't understand what you're talking about. But yet we hear that modern women have the most effective communication. They're emotionally intelligent while sitting up here denying his feelings. The man said, if you go back out there where you're not supposed to be at, doing the things that you're not supposed to do, don't come back here. And most of the time, modern women think men are playing. They don't think that men are actually going to stand on business. So they go out there, rack up a body count, mess with all these other dudes, get a whole bunch of phone numbers, and then try to spin the block and see if the man's going to take them back. Why would he? You disrespected him, went out there and did exactly what he asked you not to do, blew through his boundary, and you're thinking Hey, I want this man to lead me. I want this man to consider my feelings, even though I don't consider his. Modern women logic.
So I was getting my snack and I gave a man a compliment and he just continued the conversation like I didn't say anything. I am so shocked. All I said was, "I like your shirt." And he didn't say anything. Nothing. He just continued the conversation like I didn't. So whenever he got done talking, I just walked away. This is why I never give small compliments. It wasn't like, "Oh my God, you look attractive. Like, I like your shirt." You know, it was just like, "Hey, I can recognize a good quality shirt," you know? I'm just surprised and a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wanted to come on here and put in my little 2 cents about I've never been attracted to my husband or whatever that post was. I didn't even have to watch the whole video to understand this. And I'm going to explain it from a woman's perspective. And I wish I could have Math make me a little freaking diagram. But you have to understand that if you are a medium ugly man, you can move up to a level 10 attractiveness just by your personality, the way you show up, your kindness, what you bring to the table and in a relationship, you know, not being a dirtbag. So if you are medium ugly, you can eventually become a level 10 man. Okay, that's for starters. Keep that in mind. If you are down here, way at the bottom, you are not attractive, you have nothing to offer, but you are a nice guy, you can eventually move your way up to that medium ugly status and still get women. And for all of the men that are about to cry in the comments like, "Oh, that's not true," then you haven't met the right woman, period. Because this is actually how it works. Now, if you are already a man that is attractive and you are already up here as like a level 10 of attractiveness, you have to understand that the majority of women are too scared to approach you because you give boy energy and you give off the inability to be emotionally intelligent. Is it true? No, probably not, because that's a stereotype that has been passed down for generations and generations. The other part of being like a level 10 of attractiveness in a man is that she knows that she has options. And you have to understand that women are inherently insecure. I don't give a if she tells you she's like a level 1000 in confidence and security and all of those things. Women have insecurities. People have insecurities. It is normal. So if you are like a level 10 of attractiveness, she 9 times out of 10 does not want to deal with the level of competition that you would have with other women wanting to date you or be with you. So when a woman says that she was not initially attracted to her husband or she's not attracted to her husband, it's because he worked his way up from like a low level of attractiveness, and through time, he gained attractiveness. And he grew that attractiveness by being consistent, by communicating, by opening up, by doing all of the things that women, want in relationships, whatever, the boxes are to check them off. And most of the men are not going to listen to this post. They're not going to agree with me, and that's fine. But I'm telling you how it works in a woman's mind. We can initially see you and not find you attractive, but over time, we can absolutely get to know you and know you on a deeper level and eventually like you, find you attractive, and even fall in love with you. And that's why, out of all the advice that makes sense to me on social media is when other men are telling men, like, get your money up, be in the gym, become attractive, because you can absolutely still be the guy that has integrity, is respectable, is good to women because you've never experienced women in the capacity of a more attractive man, and still have the level of attractiveness to still be medium ugly and work your way up to that level 10 of a man. And the only other thing is that you can be the most attractive person to a woman, and this is likely for both men and women. You can be a level 10 in attractiveness. You can move your way up from the absolute bottom trenches of attractiveness to a woman and work your way up to a level 10 human of a man. But the moment that your habits and your behaviors are representative of someone that is dishonest, disingenuous, or basically an asshole, you go back down to the ick status, which is basically you don't come back from it. No matter what you do, once you're in that ick status, she's done. She's cut off. You know, she is not going to talk to you. She's not going to look at you the same way. So, men, if you have ever had a good woman who is loyal, who is honest, who shows up for you, who does all the things for you, and get up, then that's on you. Because I'm telling you, you can absolutely be the top 10 level of a man. Ignore about money and status. Yes, is it important? Yes. But women will ignore and lie to themselves if you eventually become the man that is at a level 10 of attractiveness. And this is why you see so many single moms. You see women with these losers, like with no job, because at some point that man was at the low level of attractiveness and he worked his way up. However he did it, I don't freaking know, but it is very true that women will lie to themselves, so you don't have to. Once you are at the level of attractiveness that she deems worthy to lie to herself, you're in there. And you can take what I'm saying as a grain of salt. That's on you, because most of you will all be in the comments like crying about this and that, and it's not true. I am telling you from a woman's perspective who has dated men, like, this is what we do. We don't necessarily always have to find you attractive off the jump, but you can eventually become attractive to a woman. Okay, bye.
If you are actively sleeping with somebody who you know is in a relationship, you know you can't go over their house, you know with certain hours of the day you can't get in touch with them, you can't call them, you know when they with their family that you cannot be a disturbance. If you are actively accepting this in exchange for money or whatever it may be, and you happen to end up pregnant, and that man tell you, you're not breaking up my family, I don't want that baby, I don't want nothing to do with that baby, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself, boo. He literally showed you who he was the second he stuck his thing in you and you knew he had a woman. He showed you who he was. Why do y'all think babies is gonna change that? Do you think that man cared that the whole internet is calling him a deadbeat or he wrong or he don't care about that? He's saying it with his chest. He's a man. We all know men ain't SHIT. Take your lick. Women need to start holding themselves to a way higher standard. You shouldn't even be laying down with that man. Millionaire or not. Women don't sleep with men without emotions and feelings. That's how that baby came about. Duh. Now it's the baby caught in the crossfires. The court's all involved. What is all this behind? Money? I ain't telling nobody to AB nothing. Keep your seed. But just don't be surprised when you gotta raise it by yourself. Chin up, chest out, boo. That comes with fornication.
Today I felt a little bit how it might feel to be a guy because someone didn't want to date me because I'm 5'6" and he only goes out with girls that are 5'7" and up. And I was like, I couldn't even be mad because how many times have I been like, oh, he's cute, but he's not, you know, X inches. And so I was like, wow, this must be what guys that are under 6 foot feel. I was like, that inch was a deal breaker.
Yeah, now you guys finally realize how stupid a lot of these modern women sound when they say stuff like, oh man, he wasn't tall enough. And then y'all are wondering, because by the way, y'all have eliminated more than half of the dating pool by your silly standards, why men won't approach you. You wonder why there's no guys left. What happened to all the good guys? You eliminated them. They're in your friend zone.
A guy slid in my DMs on Instagram to go on a date, and I obliged. And we'd been texting about it, and then I stopped responding because the plans were sealed and we had been yapping, and I don't know this man, so I really don't need to talk to you. And I texted him today, and I was like, okay, see you tonight. And he was like, sorry, you didn't seem interested. I made other plans. So I texted him back, and I said, do you still have the reservation? And he was like, yep. So now me and my friends are going to the restaurant because it's a good res. And honestly, if this man is getting butthurt that I'm not responding to his every single text before we've even gone on a date, then I dodged a bullet.
When this cheating ex-wife put her husband into crippling debt, she was not prepared for the verdict.
The concern is that now we've learned that her intent is to not even list the house for sale for another 18 months, which would even be beyond that. But the problem of it is that it's affecting Mr. Gentry's credit. It's affecting his ability to do other things at his house and ownership of his house. And in the response, there's several things that aren't true, including, who had the affair. I mean, they're ancillary things. The bottom line of it is this case was one where Ms. Tinsman's attorney drew up the document. Mr. Gentry was not represented. It's now more than 2 years later, and nothing's been done. And it seems that Ms. Tinsman is of the belief that she can do this if and when she wants to, and it is affecting his credit. It is affecting, there's all kinds of excuses, but every excuse is one that frankly is under Ms. Tinsman's control. We just are asking for a date by when it needs to be done, because one wasn't put in the initial judgment of divorce that was prepared by Ms. Tinsman's attorney. And then again, the amount of things in the response were a little flabbergasting for us, quite frankly, but there are 5 missed payments according to the document from the credit union. And so we're just simply asking that there be a timeline put on this matter.
Okay, thank you. Ms. McNiff, you talk about all sorts of things in the response. What's the date that she'll have this refinanced by? Give me a date.
I don't have a date, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. Of course, not going to wait indefinitely for the plaintiff to qualify or whatever. And because we can't be given a date, I will require that the house be sold, listed for sale forthwith, and be sold within 14 days of today's date. If something happens in the meantime, she's able to refinance, the court would consider that. But at this point, if there's no date, that she's going to have to list it for sale and have it sold forthwith, and provide Ms. Thomas with the listing agreement.
Judge, could she have a little bit more time just due to the holidays? It's going to be
She's
difficult.
had sufficient time. She can do it within 14 days.
You know what really bothers me? When you're constantly pursued by somebody. Like, I'm talking about social media, in real life, all that stuff. Like, constantly. Where you're to the point where, like, okay. I hear you. Okay, fine. And then you end up kind of liking them. You end up, like, catching feelings. You kind of like them. Like, you're like, dang, okay, persistent. I like you. And then they play with you. And now I look like Boo Boo the Fool, because what was that? What just happened? What just happened? How you get a baddie and fumble? Not even fumble, but play with the baddie. Bro, what is happening? What is this? And this ain't even about me. Y'all thought you got some juice.
At some point down the line, modern women are going to learn to be respectful of a man's time. Y'all literally, with y'all's disrespectful selves, have men in these inboxes for 4 and 5 years talking to themselves, which is what y'all say online. And then when y'all decide, let me come off of my throne and give him a chance, then all of a sudden he's supposed to, I'm so grateful for what you did for me, queen. No, absolutely not. This is why men play in y'all face, because y'all don't respect men.
Hey, why do all men do this? They could have like the most amazing weekend. I mean, they can meet the president of the United States. They can get a brand new car. They can be on their dream vacation. And then you go to their Instagram and it's like one picture of him and his dog. Like, what? Like, are you hiding something, or you just don't want people to know what you're doing? Someone please explain this to me.
Men love. Woman love money.
Ladies, I just want y'all to know that this is how y'all be looking. For real. When y'all get them big ass eyelashes. How can you even see? I can't even open my eyes. I can't even see in front of me.
When y'all get on these socials and start talking about what you're not doing for your man because y'all not married, I be quiet. Because once we exclusive, baby, I'm going to give you 100% of me. If I cook, I cook. If I clean, I clean. Y'all get on the social and start talking about what y'all not going to do. And you be talking about the bare minimum. I'm not talking about putting nothing in my name. I ain't talking about moving him into my house. I'm not talking about none of that. Because, yeah, that's all stuff that you do after you get married. But me being me and being who I am, he's supposed to see what it is that he marrying into. Things ain't supposed to change. It's not supposed to be like, let me go ahead and get her this ring so she can start cooking for me. Let me go give her this ring so she can start cleaning for me. Like, that's not how that works. I need him to see who I am before he asks me to marry him, because that's what it's going to be after, baby.
What you think about that?
Want to get cut out quick? Talk to a man any kind of way. Cussing at him, insults, whether it's targeted at his ego or his manhood. Talking to him like he a child. You can't do that. Because if they ain't gonna let nobody out there in the streets talk to them like that, what make you think you can talk to them like that? Well, if he was a real man, if he was a good man, he wouldn't have me acting like that. No, you acting like that because you think as a woman you can do that. But a real man gonna show you quick. He ain't the one to play with.
Let me learn you something. Let me teach you something. Every man has to teach you how to be a wife to them. All men are different. You could come doing something that you normally do for that this ain't going for. You talking about how can a man teach you how to be a wife? Cause she show. And then gotta show you how he want his clothes earned. And then gotta show you how he want his sheets fluffed. That's a man teaching you how to be a wife. Teaching you how to be his wife. What you talking about? You probably don't make macaroni and cheese like his mama do. That mean he gotta tell you like, baby, I like my macaroni and cheese like woo. That mean you have to learn. It's learned behavior when you deal with every man. Every man is not the same. I'm trying to teach you all something. I always want to be argumentative. Listen sometimes. Combative. I ain't submissive.
These be the same women that want men to pay attention. It's just a little thing. It's just a small things that he does for me. And he paid attention on something I said 3 weeks ago and I wasn't even thinking about it. But let a man say, this is how I like to be loved. Sassy. Do you want to be the one? Do you like men? Do you want to date men? Girl, shut your stupid behind up.
If a few accept our friendship, we were never friends in the first place. Let's be honest.
Girls be like, I don't care. I have so many options. Cheap products do have many customers, but he likes expensive.
Oh, another woman said that she thought her new husband was unattractive because he was bald. But meanwhile, she had a wig on. But if he said, you're bald, you're bald. You're wearing a wig because you're bald. I like myself, so I just stay bald. But you don't like yourself, so you act like you not bald. Only difference is I own it and you hide it. See, but you can't say all that. It's not fair. It's not fair. Ladies, it's not fair.
Yo, take off the hat. Let me see your hair.
See my hair? What's up?
All right.
Take off your wig. Let me see yours.
Take off your pants. Let me see what in your pants.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife that pregnancy hormones aren't a blank check for... Damn. So new, we do not have a rating yet.
Ooh.
Okay, my wife is currently pregnant and about 6 months along. This is her first pregnancy and a planned and wanted pregnancy. The first trimester was great, but around the time we hit the second trimester, she became very aggressive. If I cook dinner, it's not just wrong, but it's disgusting. Get this away from me. If I clean the house and put things away, I get yelled at for putting things back because she now wanted them put somewhere different. I've been yelled at for waking up for work, for playing music she didn't like, for making coffee, and she didn't like the smell, and 100 others. It's gotten to the point where there is at least one explosion per day where I'm yelled at and insulted. I've tried to speak to her about this, but every time she hand waves it as, it's just the pregnancy hormones, it makes you crazy, you'll just have to deal with that. I am well aware of the effect that pregnancy hormones have, but I don't believe it justifies the level of coming my way. Finally, the other day I told her after a particular rough yelling session, I said that pregnancy hormones don't justify yelling to your partner. This wasn't received well. It led to more yelling and her calling me an asshole. So, am I the asshole?
No.
Once again, we have an example of a man effectively communicating and a modern woman doing just the opposite. And y'all wonder why men don't want to commit to y'all. Y'all wonder why men would rather stay single. Y'all wonder why men are walking away, why they don't want to marry you, why they don't want to date you, why they don't want to have anything to do with you, quite honestly. It's because y'all use y'all's hormones to do stuff like this. Emotionally unintelligent and immature.
I hate the way y'all take relationship advice from women who couldn't even stand in the pain. My man fell on his... He made a bad investment. Baby, I need you to hold me down for a little while till I just get back up right quick. She can do it. She got it. Oh, I know my worth. I can't stay here. Your money don't match my money. But you want to tell another woman what she need to do to be in a relationship, and you can't even stand by your man. He get jammed up. You already on to the next man and got a baby on the way. Y'all taking relationship advice from them. They don't want a relationship. They want an arrangement. Now, if you want an arrangement, follow. Copy, paste, repeat. But if you want a real relationship, baby, come on. I just broke. Come on.
It's cool.
Right. So is she someone that's your type?
Not really. Not really, to be honest.
Okay. And why not?
The face is a bit wrinkly for me.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go over here. Let's get your name and age.
Hi, my name's Hodger. I'm 25 years old.
Okay. Hodger, what do you do?
I'm a nail technician.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I know that we're honest on this show, but I do feel like there's a little bit of grace, or maybe just like some way where you can say things without being maybe incredibly specific about physical features. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, then that's definitely okay, but I just wouldn't prefer that in a man myself. I always feel like in a society where maybe like things are normal, like this show, like saying things about somebody's physical feature, I think other people might feel comfortable. If you prioritize kindness, then that's still always gonna come first, and that's a first for me. So, but you are super handsome. I love your fit. I love the neutrals. I literally stayed up until that moment too. I think you're super cool and great, but it was just that comment. I just can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah. I mean, she looks cool. Are you
No.
East African?
Yeah, I'm Sudanese actually. What are you?
I think you might have done a little bit too much with that one.
So, 30 years old, not married, never been married. I don't have any kids. And my thing is like dating in this generation sucks. Like it truly does suck. I don't know if it's just the area where I'm at. I'm in Orange County, but like, no, actually no, because I dated someone from LA too. Y como que no es la cosa. Do I need to go out of state or something? But dating in this generation sucks. I feel like no one takes anybody serious. Like it's all about social media. What do you have to offer me? You know, and what do you bring to the table? Money, house, everything. And I'm a lover girl. Like I will spend my money on you, okay? If I like you. And it just sucks that like dating sucks. I'm not gonna be anybody's sugar mama. Eso tampoco no, you know? But like, do I expect men to pay? Yes, I do, okay? Our dates, I expect you to pay, but trust me, like I'm such a like appreciative girl. Like I will randomly buy you stuff. I pay attention to detail. What do you like? I will surprise you. That's my way of showing my appreciation, my thank you, you know? But anyways, my thing is that like dating in this generation sucks. Like I'm over it. I just came to realization that I'm gonna be by myself, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay. Like como dice el dicho, es prefiero estar sola que mal acompañada, you know? So saludos.
Y'all might have to send somebody. I'm not gonna lie. I was already on the edge. Like, I can't even explain to y'all. Like, one swift gust of wind and I'm off the edge. I'm telling you, bro. Why? It's Valentine's Day. Let me do something nice for myself. I mean, or just, let me just order something to eat. Nothing was available. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just settle for Panda, It took them 2 hours to bring it. Okay. Y'all, look what they brought me. I ordered super greens and chow mein. Look at the... Oh, God. How?
I saw a video of a woman crying because she had turned her dude down so much that he practically ignored her. The women in the comments said he should have better communicated his needs. 1, she turned him down so much that he got used to it and became uninterested and started ignoring her ass. 2, of course the women in the comments gonna say he should have better communicated his needs. It's not holding that woman accountable. And I'm the type of woman that's going to hold other women accountable. See how they switched it? That's narcissistic ass women. Well, he should have did this. Well, what more did you want him to do? What more did them women want? Like I stated before, us women agree when it benefits us. And I'm not that type of woman. That woman turned that man down so much that he got used to it, became uninterested, and started ignoring her. Now you on video crying. Blame you. Hold yourself accountable. And the women in the comments saying he should have better communicated his needs. What more the freak did you want this man to do? What more did you want this man to do? Besides what you wanted him to write it on his forehead? It doesn't make sense. Us women don't hold each other accountable. Now, do we have some messed up men out here in these relationships and these marriages? Yes, we do. But we cannot dispute the fact that we have some messed up women in these marriages and relationships too.